Hello, everybody. Um, I'm here with Christopher once again. This is going to be probably our fourth or fifth meeting, and we're going to be talking about our collaborations, our artwork today. We're going to be talking about how art that becomes life, essentially. And in my opinion, in my own experience, I don't believe there's any denying this phenomenon. I cannot truly explain it myself. And but it's rough to it is rough to watch things as they unfold um in the way that they have. You know what I mean? And again, for me, this is something that I've collaborated with him on, and I've also done my own things in the past, but never in the way of having an intention of something horrific or tragic occurring. However, um, such is life, the way of the world, so to speak, almost wants that. It's
Yeah.
weird how that works, man. You know.
So just to clarify, it's January 27th. Jon and my collaboration has been very fruitful. You could say, even if it's horrific. Jon's first drawing together with me was he came up with this idea of painting the train also. And now in January 2026, you had Spain having 4 train accidents in 5 days. One of them was the biggest in more than a decade since 2013, and it occurred in Cordoba, this biggest one, which is the place with something called Mosque of Cordoba, which is the most famous place of this, basically. Oh, this, which is a multifoil arch which I painted before this. 6 days before I calculated that. So 6 days before this tragedy in Spain, I painted this with the intention of it coming true. Now, Jan did this drawing in November 19th with a
Mm-hmm.
train, and his birthday is the same day as the train drivers are going on a strike on February 9th. So it's just uh,
It's
and
hitting very close to home, brother. It is very hitting close to home.
yeah.
Like that's very
I
extremely
mean, it's
close.
it, it's so obvious also that it is connected to these artistic expression. And um, yeah, I don't know what to say any longer, because it's just so obvious. I don't know at all what to say, any longer. So I mean, I said we had the train accidents in Thailand
Mhm.
happening the 14th, or a train accident, a really big one, 14th, where you had a crane falling onto the train, a crane. And then you had a crane accident to the train in Spain also. Like, it's rhyming. It's some kind of rap. I don't know what to say. A train falling on no, a crane falling on a train in Spain.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but
No, but
oh,
it's like it's the same
I'm
thing,
sorry.
and that happened.
Oh,
Um, and then you had in one of these accidents in Spain was some
mhm.
kind of wall that collapsed in front of the train. And when it comes to what happened here, I said that maybe this continues. When it came to Spain, when it came to
Mhm.
to Thailand, those accidents there. I said that maybe this continues, but I never really thought it would like really do. I mean, it's just some kind of, it became a domino effect. And yeah, John's drawing like his birthday connecting, and today came some news also with the singer or
Neil Young.
yeah, Neil Young, yeah, and that's New York, and he likes trains. He is investing in trains, so I can just tell you what I think about all of this, and that is that all of this is, as you said, like right now on this introduction here, you said this is life. It becomes alive. It becomes life, and this is what I actually agree on. That this is this is a pattern, a patternicity that it's like low entropy. You know, low entropy.
I agree.
And if you think about physics, you have low entropy. You have something with entropy moving from one volume to another, and you have these chalices of life force. Maybe, you know, it's like how I see this. Just doing these kind of things. Yeah, that's how I see it, basically. So I completely agree with what you said on that introduction. Yeah.
We continue to loop back as well, and with the drawings that we've done, we continue to loop back because I see how the connects that you've made with all the things with shit and brown and everything. And where I live now in Rhode Island, I live in Rhode Island, New England. Just think about this real quick. I live in New England, Brown University. That connects to your brown.
Yeah.
You had so many brown things.
Yeah, it's still going on, the brown stuff as I see it, but yeah. Continue.
We loop back.
Yeah.
We loop back with that. We've been looping back with the train stuff.
Yeah.
And wow, dude. I've been speechless every time that you drop a video, and I'm like, immediately I see the connects.
But
there's no.
It also connects to you a lot, so
Yeah,
it's just how it happens to be. I don't know.
Yep.
It's just how it is. It's just.
And you know, Julian is originally from New York.
Yeah, I heard.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Julian is also.
He lives.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's that. Donald Trump obviously is from New York, you know, and there's a whole. It's wow, man.
It all connects. Yeah.
The funny thing, I was looking at this, you know, more recently because, you know, and I, like we were talking about, well, here's the train, and you know, this is November 19th. This is way before any of the train accidents happened. And then there's a thing here, like, which almost seems to be like a structure or a crane thing. I don't know why I drew that. Just that's what came into, you know, basically into my field to like, okay, let me do that.
Yeah.
I will say something interesting about that as well. The colors that I chose, it's this kind of greenish and bluish. The current Super Bowl, right, is the New England Patriots. Okay, so
I haven't checked.
I now live in New England.
Oh.
Yes, New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, I'm not big into sports. I used to be, but not anymore. But let me just show you that this is the Seattle Seahawks colors right here, that blue and that green.
Okay.
Just saying.
I don't know, actually. Yeah, I haven't checked. But
just something I picked up on.
Yeah, I'll check it later, but it's probably, as you say, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I haven't looked anything about that Super Bowl thing yet. Nothing at all. Just a bit. I saw that Green Day is going to play on the beginning of the halftime show. Like Green Day will start, and that they did the American Idiot, which became also an anti-MAGA music. The they did a variation where they did something like that. So they are playing, and you have Green Day connecting to Greenland again. Like this green is also present and connects to lots of things. But yeah,
And your last drawing of Greenland and trash,
yeah,
which Neil Young
yeah.
did. Oh my God, man! Wow.
Yeah, it's
It's-
I'm thinking of maybe doing. I was thinking to do maybe a video about that, but I just I don't know. I'm just I'm just I don't know. I'm exhausted.
It became overwhelming a bit.
I'm
Yeah,
overwhelmed about
you
this
think so?
Spain stuff, and also the fact that basically exactly what I said happened. And I first said that this there were first this cartoon that connected to this shape here of a multifoil. I forgot about his name. The cartoon figure. The creator. He passed
Oh,
away. Yeah,
he drew Dilbert.
Dilbert. Yeah. And
Dilbert,
so
yes,
when,
yes.
when Dilbert,
Yep.
when he passed away, I said that I think this is a handshake, and I still believe that there's going to be more. And then the more came with I'm kind of overwhelmed because everything happened exactly like I said when it came to this. So you had Dilbert, but then it continued with Thailand and actual arches in the Thailand train crash, and then it went into Spain, and then now when it became this four, like some kind of domino effect or something, it just continued this accidents. Um, um, then I started thinking more about Jon's drawing here, like the drawing that Jon did, even more, and then your birthday being that the same day, like that's like I
Yes.
don't know what to say. It's just I don't know. It's just the pattern is so clear about that. This artistic expression is first of all doing something. You could say, like, first of all, it's doing something. Secondly, it looks like it's very inspired. That, like, what happens in this world. What happens in this world seems very inspired by this, and I think that Jon agrees because he also sees this. He also he's also experiencing this, and so yeah, as I said, I'm a bit loss of words, and there is there is some kind of censoring here on YouTube, and also there's self-censoring with people, and this kind of I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. I'm still going to continue to do these kind of drawings. So and together with Jon and together with other people, and yes, I just want to say also that I find it very, like, it's very meaningful when Jon did something completely on his own, and it became, or there became an unquestionable originality in that. Like, yeah, I cannot question that, and yeah, that is the point of this collaboration, that you do that, and it's yeah. So and yeah.
You've already shown it. Like, to me, like I've said before, man. You've shown it undeniably with your own drawings. You've shown it undeniably with your own connections, just not even with drawings. But I remember when, and I'm sure we talk about lime, right?
Yeah,
Look at. I mean, this is kind of a lime color, you
yeah.
know. So that was also a
I've been quiet
uh,
about that. Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah.
the lime is super important. I just don't talk about it because I'm saving it for another time. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometime in the future, I'm kind of I'm going to talk a lot about that when I feel like I don't know. Okay, that's another subject, but I'm not prepared for this, but
Yeah.
there's a lot to say about that subject. There's a literal big thing in this Lyme stuff that
Mm-hmm.
no one is realizing, and it's beyond what I have said. Like it's beyond what I have said so far when it comes to, I have a playlist with 100 videos about Lyme, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's beyond that. It's I and it's like it's so big that I don't even want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I will talk about it. I will like do my oh my I'm making a big theory about it, and uh, you know when I feel ready, I'll release that. But it's like I don't know. Right now we're doing this drawing thing, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like it's a meaningful, like these drawings are meaningful
Mm-hmm.
in that for me personally, I just see something about something that is possible, you know, and then I try to package that and give it away, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to John, so that we celebrate the way that reality is designed to have unities. There is some kind of fakeness in groups also,
Mm.
and I'm trying to get away from that by seeing it that yes, John did something unique that you can't question, like I can't question that, and suddenly we did something that yeah something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So and but also this is a powerful expression, you know. It's things are measurable in the world that happens, and this is the top news, you know. We're looking at I'm looking at the top news. I'm seeing the top news as a something that is not cherry picking. And
Have you no, I know a lot of people like to make date connections and whatnot, but have you made any connections from say, okay, so November 19th when we did this one to the actual first train incident in Thailand, or have you done any? Because I can do it, and I don't know if
I'm
anything's
trying
going to.
not. I'm actually trying not to look at times that
Mm,
much, because when it comes to the exact time of something happening, I think that there is something. There is like I want to know exactly the time we do something,
mm-hmm,
but I don't want to calculate to and think too much about how exactly the distance in time when something happens, because there is something divine in that I
mm,
want to leave it untouched, you know,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
so I don't look at that.
Right, right.
I stopped looking at that because trying to predict things only with time is like it's kind of it's like I would like to say it's impossible. I would like to say that because it's like if you find something that like is possible to happen, then no, you're not going to, that's not going to happen, because
Mm-hmm.
something even more divine than you will make that so that it doesn't happen. I don't know, okay?
I agree. I agree. And I like what you said about that. This is not what we're doing here. Is not predicting anything. We're
Also,
we say drawing the future, but like
we are,
it's like not specific, nothing specific. You know, it's
I,
all within.
I would say that, yeah, it is a prediction, but then when we go deeper, I would say that no, it's more collaborative, not only between us but between something more, with
Mhm.
existence itself or something. And so, um,
Not to get into it too much, but does this what we're talking about right now? Does this work into your theory of everything as well?
what theory?
You know how you're writing your next,
Yeah,
your next book.
yeah.
Does what we're doing here?
No,
No,
I'm
no.
not
Okay,
like what I'm writing about has nothing to do with prediction.
okay.
It has to do with something else, like the design of reality, of
Mm-hmm.
existence, and that
Mm-hmm.
that is independent of this stuff that we're doing now. No, it's, I don't know if it's independent, but it's something else. It's
Mm-hmm.
it, it's a way
Okay.
to, it's I can explain it with, it's a way to find a consistency, like finding a consistency in everything. That's basically what I'm trying to write about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard, because you will eventually, like when you have a theory and you're trying, you will find something where it's not consistent, and then it falls apart. But
Mm-hmm.
uh yeah. um
You're I don't know, man. Your consistency has been deadpan every single time. So it
that's
just
that it's because I like to say that I'm just fortunate, I'm fortunate.
Mhm.
It's like something, just like it's something is grabbing my neck and moving it so that I see, something
Yes.
is putting me in a fortunate situation to see, and
Mm-hmm.
I just happen to see what I need to see, and then I'm
Mm-hmm.
kind of lucky to do that. So, but also, yeah, there's some kind of um, maybe I keep my eyes open, I and so, yeah.
People need to also know that you and I live worlds apart,
Yeah, okay,
and
so
it's like you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like other than this, we really have no collaboration. Like we've touched base upon this and we've collaborated with this, but it's not like like as if we're talking about this stuff at any other time than when we meet, and it's like it's very unique when it happens, and it is very magical. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, it's
to me
magical.
it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's magical. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah.
And we say it's good, bad things happen, but we are not trying to paint the
That,
picture of bad things happening. Just
but
that's
that's the thing also. If you would try to say what did I do wrong? What did Jon do wrong? Not
right.
not that much. We didn't really do anything. But at the same time, you can point at us and say that we did it. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, you could also say that we didn't. Like, we didn't move anything. It's just the world is just, in a way, as I said earlier, it's like everything is a big orchestra, and
Mm.
if something takes a tune that sounds poetic, then everything else will fall along to that.
Mm.
And so, is it the fault of the one that takes that note? Uh, like, and is it was like there is this this is it metaphor with a dry forest and a match, you know. I don't know if that's even applicable, because are we like, I don't know, okay. um
The spark that kind of ignites,
there's
or like, yeah, I get it. And we've honed in on something, a phenomenon that I don't feel like I believe you can explain it better than me, even though it seems to have gotten a bit more difficult for you as well. But like, it's definitely something that I can't just outright explain. I can't
I
tell
can
people,
I can explain. I can talk a lot, but I don't do it because
oh,
I'm just kind of a bit of me is refusing to talk because um, I'm not. How do you say? There is. It's basically you that are present, and maybe someone more. But besides from that, it's empty here. Even when you can see that there is a connection to the top news,
mhm.
and this. Oh, I can't find the words in English, but it is making me less willing to talk. I could talk more than I ever did. It's like, but I don't. You see,
Mm-hmm.
I talk to no one about this. So there's no one
Yeah,
that I talk about with how I see things. So yeah,
I
and
I
I
can
yeah,
I can get
I'm kind of
I
willing
can
to.
completely get that.
You know, I'm willing to die with my knowledge, you could say. I'm willing to
Yes.
take it to my grave. That's how I feel
Mm-hmm.
about this situation. Yeah, just so
Man,
the internet
listen to
knows.
listen, man. You're speaking my language here,
Yeah,
because the exact thing that you're saying is the same thing that I tell people around me. Like, hey,
yeah,
like with the books that I've written, the poems, and now the drawings, and like I always go back to that Donald Trump one that I drew
yeah.
2 years and stuff. But
You can show it.
um,
Show it.
well, I don't have it right now, but
Okay.
maybe for next time when we,
Yeah,
my heart hurts, dude, because of the, again, this is not something that is like enjoyable. It's not like, oh yeah, look at,
but
we don't go, like, I don't do what, and Christopher, we don't go to people like, hey, pat us on the back because look, this happened. We're not doing that.
no, I'm
So,
not doing that.
and neither am I. It's just, but you want people to see, you don't want people to like completely agree with you as if they are idiots or what, but you want people to see like, hey, there's something here to this, and it's undeniable. I mean, there's too many coincidences are don't make a coincidence. It kind of null and void right there. So that's the way I feel, and I will take my truth to my grave with me as well. Despite what anyone thinks, despite what anyone agrees with me upon, and I've been doing a lot of things for years and years before I even met Christopher, and it seems to now. It kind of, for me, Christopher, since meeting you with the artwork, it kind of grew legs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's great.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's um so yeah, I do have this theory of everything that I'm writing, as
Mm-hmm.
John. So that's a really big thing. It is, and uh, but I'm like waiting to release that because I make it into something that can stand on its own. You know, that it becomes something something that, you know, I don't have to to argue that much around it more. It's just something that is complete, you know, something that is
Mm-hmm.
complete. So that's something that I will release eventually. But besides from that, that's yeah, that this stuff that John and I, this collaboration here and this kind of inspiration, it's something that I don't want to talk about too much because it. It's not beneficial to talk about it. And also some of the things that help me to see this could be described as a bit like insane, you know, the way that I see how this works. And so therefore I can't talk about it. I can only show you the evidence for it working.
Hmm.
I can only show you the evidence that it works. I cannot show you, I cannot tell you why, because then you would say that I'm insane. And yeah, so I stick to the evidence and do like that, and that's how it is.
What's sad, my man Christopher, is even with the evidence that you've shown, which I have no denying in me of anything. I've seen it. I was thinking today too earlier about the formula that you did, and we are still having this. There's still events happening more recently within a couple of days. Some satellite fell or something, but it was attached to a balloon, and the cascade thing continues as well. And it's just all there, man. It's just all there. Um, I yeah, there's reasons why people. I've said this to many people that I've come across on the internet, but there are reasons why certain people tend to gravitate towards each other. There's some type of, as if the universe itself is like, hey, this bond or connection needs to happen, so
Yeah.
this can happen. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I've found that with a few people. I would say probably with you the most strongest as far as the art.
Yeah.
Like no one else is doing what you do online. No, I don't see anybody doing it.
I'm
Um,
talking a lot about you here also on my channel, as you can see. So
yeah,
yeah.
and it's the sad thing is, man, you can show, and I've often said this, you can show a person um without deniability in black and white, you can show it to them and they will still just kind of whatever, you know.
Yeah,
It's
that's the thing, you know, that's I I don't know, that's the problem, you know. And that's when I realized that um bringing light to humiliating circumstances is not a sin, you know, like to bring light to something that is that brings humility,
mm,
like trying to create humility by simply presenting evidence. That's a way I believe to handle that, you know.
mhm, yeah.
And so yeah. So I guess I need to end this meeting soon, but because I have some things to do. But
Mhm.
do you want to like let's just repeat what this video was about? Okay, so I'll say something and then John will say something, I guess.
Okay.
This video was John and I talking about how our drawings are connecting to the top news, and it's so intense right now that I am not doing videos because it kind of became too much for me, and it's the train stuff in Spain that
Mhm.
started to have some kind of no, some kind of what's it called, daisy chain domino effect,
Mm.
almost like four train accidents in 5 days, and it started with this that happened in Cordoba. And Cordoba is the most famous place for multifoil arches in the whole world, which this is, like, I painted this on January 12th, 6 days earlier, and so on. So yeah, that's and then John's drawing is connecting also, that he showed with a train and his birthday having a connection. Birthday having a connection to the
Strike, the strike that the Spanish in Spain, they're going to go on strike because of the conditions and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh.
And
It does.
then you had yeah, whatever. I think that's it. That's it. You know, we have to stop somewhere. You know, but I think that's the most important. And like it was really obvious that both Jan and I am connected and into this, and because this drawing that Jan showed is the first collaboration, so it's like meaningful, it's extra meaningful, you know. And at the time when he made the train, I was thinking like, oh, okay, what's going to happen with that, you know? And yeah, and it actually happened, things directly after his drawing also. You had what was it? COP30 meeting. What was that? Having a fire and being ended, so they couldn't talk. Like the talk was ended, and more like
Unspoken.
unspoken. Yeah,
No,
they
unspoken.
yeah. So
The UN meeting. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I remember.
So yeah. So that's it. You know. That's what
Yep.
this video was about. And do you want to say something more, Jan, to end this?
Just want to say that I will continue to work with Christopher as long as he will like want me to work with him.
Yeah.
I'm telling people not to think that like I have no intention other than showing some truth that will occur. It's not the like there's no, for me it's no predictive method as far as like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a train this or that. That was never said even when we were doing the artwork. So it was just
No,
completely like
but
we left it to the ether basically.
yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
something like something has to happen in the future, you know, and maybe it is this kind of creative process that is inspired by this, you know. Something has to happen in the future, and then something happens, and it is inspired by something, you know, and that's how I see this. So yeah, I guess I'll end this video now. And it was January 27th, and we'll do something more, right, Jan and I. So bye bye, Jan.
Bye bye people.
Bye.